Okay, so what's on the docket?
December 14th,
What's going on?
Top Team FC, Niagara on the Lake. Central Niagara. Putting on his first fight.
Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. A lot of people don't know. Why would they? But this was something we talked about far before ever even talking about opening a gym. This was like our first business adventure that we never pursued.
We were driving down to Rochester, New York for an MMA show, amateur MMA show. Jazz was fighting amateur. We had T-Shape fighting amateur. This is kind of how we got linked up, driving down together. And while we were there, we're like, man, wouldn't it be cool if we had MMA show in Niagara? And then we started going off for the whole night.
Talked about the Americana, actually. Americana. Yeah. So your mom worked there and stuff. And we kind of like, had this whole vision and talked about how important it is for amateur MMA in Ontario. And now there's a couple promotions doing it, like Thick Boy's doing a great job and stuff. But yeah, we always kind of talked about this and it was always in the back pocket. And then here we are, probably 6 years later, 5 years into opening a gym, we're pulling the trigger.
But on the first show. Yes. First of many, I hope. And like our goals here are like we really wanted to. The purpose of it all was to grow MMA in Niagara, I guess in Ontario and Canada. Trying to blow the sport up. Start with opening a gym, and then now it's put some shows on, and see how it goes. And we got a bunch of amateur fighters who want to help give them the spotlight. Yes,
we've done two. So we've done two Muay Thai shows. We did them in the Merrittville Community Center, I guess, so much smaller venue than we're at with the Central Community, Central Niagara.
Those shows are awesome. They're so much fun.
Yeah. What was the seating? Probably 600 for those, or not even 400?
Yeah, 400. I think we sold them both out.
Yeah.
So we're going to a little bit bigger this time.
Yeah. And we went quite a bit bigger, about 3 times bigger.
Yeah.
Give or take. But yeah, so we've done the 2 Muay Thai shows. We've had a little bit of experience with like doing some in-houses and stuff, which I feel like all that experience leading up to now has really helped us in preparation, like just getting a doctor, getting commission, all that stuff, all the work. I'm sure for me anyways, way more than I imagined. It was just like, we rent a hall and we get some fighters, and there's just so much more going into it, but it's really cool and kind of become like a passion project for us. I think like
it's even like just the Muay Thai shows, like it was a lot of work putting them on, but when it was done and we had the videographer show the video of it, like, man, that was so cool. So.
And obviously we have Heber working alongside us here. Matt Heber, killing it. He's doing he's just doing a great job, and we're getting there.
Yeah, we got a nice team behind us. We're excited. We're getting close. We're how far? We're like almost 4 weeks out.
Actually, it's 1 month today. The 14th, November 14th.
It's coming up close. We're still matching fights, but we're looking to have about 10 to 15 fights on the card.
Yeah, a couple grappling matches.
Yeah, we were thinking about this. We have a gym of a bunch of athletes, and we're trying to give a lot of these people spotlight. The fights are going to start at 6 o'clock, and doors open at 5. I
never really imagined this, or not foreseen or anything, but like the kids that we have at the gym right now, a lot of these kids, they want to fight MMA when they get older. And obviously, like, this is a real tricky subject with kids. You're not. I'm not wanting to see one of our guys I don't want to see any of these kids getting punched in the face by any means, but this is a great opportunity for them to get experience at a young age.
That's why I love jiu-jitsu. That's why I love jiu-jitsu so much for kids, because you're learning self-defense without like.
And they're gonna have to battle the same thing that all these guys fighting are battling, and it's nerves. It's like dealing with the pressure.
That's why I want this. That's why I want to get some of our kids on. I want them. We talk about pressure a lot, dealing with pressure. We talk about just like Jazz in the UFC and how much pressure she deals with going into fights and how she handles it. And I try to preach it over in my kids' classes and stuff like that.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
And then we'll have, while we're on the grappling subject, we'll have a couple adult grappling super fights. So
during the intermission of the fight shows, during our fights, we're gonna have a couple intermissions, and we're gonna throw some super fights for grappling. And that'll be just something fun you can watch while you're got a little break to go grab some drinks or grab some food or something.
Yeah. And then the fights themselves. So it's this is huge for these guys. It's preparation. A lot of these guys are wanting to fight professional MMA. So this is the steps they have to take. It's not like any other sport, like NBA or NHL or anything where it's like there's this process and then you play whatever leagues and then you build your way up. But in MMA, it's kind of like the wild west as far as like how do you get to fight in the big shows. A lot of it's just experience and jumping on opportunities, and then if they like you and you got a good record, they call you up. But there's no like set rhyme or reason why
there's
people
no blueprint.
There's no blueprint
to get to the UFC. Like what's the
yeah.
But
the one thing for certain is they want people with experience. So these guys are getting experience and getting their feet wet, and a lot of the guys that'll be fighting are very close to going pro. We have a couple guys on our team specifically that are right there. They're right on the edge and probably good enough to fight pro right now, but we just want to see that extra couple, couple more fights.
A lot of them are training like they're in the room with all of our pro fighters and they're on the same schedule as all of them. It's exciting to see them from just from the beginning. Yeah. My brother growing up and
my brother kind of broke it down like this. It was kind of cool. He's like, you watch like the NBA, he's big in the NBA, and he's like, you watch NC2A, like conference finals and all this stuff. These guys are playing hard to get to the next level. And so they're going out and playing hard every time. And he's like, he kind of said like amateur MMA, I'm sure these guys are going to be doing the same thing. We have unified MMA in the house. Potentially the BTC family there will be as well. And these guys are scouting and watching these fighters and watching these amateur kids on the way up and seeing, hey, which one is ready to go and looking to like sign someone. And
every fight you have, you don't have too many fights. Like MMA, like you fight 3 times a year maybe. Yeah. Like those are like you're training all the time though. So these are like your moments to get in there and showcase who you are, and you can really steal the show. It's
cool.
Like you got your opportunity to steal the show and get some eyes on you at an early stage, and it's exciting.
And then we're gonna have a title fight to end the night. And the winner of our title is actually going to get offered a contract with Unified MMA. So,
so cool.
We talked to Sonny there, and he's all down. So, very exciting. So, yeah.
So again, we're talking. There's no blueprint, but we're trying to make a blueprint.
Yeah, almost like the Contender Series.
We're trying. We've had some fighters that have like worked their way from amateur all the way up, and we're just trying to steal their route to get there. And we're trying to give them that blueprint.
That's right.
To succeed.
Yeah, and then a little more about the event. It's at the Central Niagara. Beautiful facility.
It's brand. It's like a really new, really new facility. It's huge. Yeah. It sits about 1,300 people. Mm-hmm. And they do like the light shows. They got a big stage. They got big screens. Like we're trying to put we've been talking a lot about the production. Yeah. So talking a lot about the production.
Big production guys now.
But it's cool. It's fun. Like it's putting that pressure on the fighters. Yeah. We're trying to make it as professional as possible. Yeah. Like the big shows.
And streaming it, we're going to be streaming it on Millions. So we worked with Millions in the past. Actually, we're doing our podcast with Millions, and they're going to be streaming the event. So I'm sure we'll have all that stuff soon.
If you can't make it in, you guys can order the pay-per-view online. We're going to have some commentators. We're going to have like Josh Hill commentating.
Yeah. Jason Hackholm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Mike Malott. We'll see. I asked him before the fight, kind of mentioned it to him. We'll see. We'll see. He's a busy man, but he might be in and guest appearance. And also Siri City is going to be in and doing like some autograph signing and stuff. So we're going to try to jam pack the whole night with entertainment and fun and good music. We got a sweet DJ, Chance.
Sounds like it's going to be an awesome night. Sounds like it's going to be. This is the place to be on December 14th, Saturday.
100%. Yeah. You got a Christmas party? You bail.
Bring your Christmas party over. That was actually one of the reasons why we were talking about doing the show in December. Yeah. Like, man, this would be a great time to get get some people to throw their Christmas parties at the event. Yeah. Be something cool and something different.
Yeah. Tables for sale. I feel like we're just being salesmen right now, but we're trying to get the information out there. We got tables, seating, everything. Hopefully we got it all covered come fight night, but and then some great sponsors, some people that have helped us out to get to this point, because again, we're a bigger facility, comes more expenses.
Yep, no,
and we're trying to do it real nice. So we have some amazing people and companies, sponsors that have supported us. So shout out to Experior, my big bro, helping us out big time. He's like a presenting sponsor, so he's going to be there, and I think he's going to be putting wrapping the belt. He loves
the belt. Has the Experior financial right on it too.
And then Perfect Sports, always big supporters of us. It's like, well, I'm talking about sponsors.
City Boys.
City Boys, yeah. Daryl, super cool guy. Like, I've heard so much about him.
You guys met him before, but I met him at the UFC event in Edmonton.
That was my first time meeting him.
Yeah, what a cool guy.
That was my first time meeting him. Yeah, he's a big supporter and helping Siri out. So City Boys is their like podcast and brand. He's got like a vodka and stuff. So City Boys. Then we got Mac Inc., the powerful Jesse and Evan McDonald. They're gonna be on board. And Service Master will also be sponsoring the event. So
awesome. Well, we appreciate it.
Big time.
Yeah.
What else we got to talk about? It is kid friendly. I've got a few questions.
Ask about it, yeah.
No, it definitely is kid friendly. Yeah. I mean, Kira will be there. Like that. Just saw the BTC promo video.
I'm trying to bug Kira to get on the
grappling
kid
matches. I mentioned to her she's not super excited. She's not super pumped.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's preparing them for amateur or for professional MMA, right? So obviously some limitations. There's no elbows to the head or knees to the head, but
it's an amateur show. It is called Pancration. This is a Pancration event. Just right now, amateur MMA is illegal. It's been illegal.
Yeah.
Which is kind of silly. It's crazy that there's professional MMA, but there's no amateur to get you prepared for professional MMA. But Pancration's around, and it's very similar. It's you're in a cage, you got small gloves on, shin pads, striking on the feet, we're wrestling, it's grappling on the ground with strikes. Very similar. And we'll see what happens next year. I hear amateur MMA is going to be legal next year. So
very cool. Exciting times in Ontario. I mean, you definitely like we had the GSP and the Rory McDonald era kind of, and then we've kind of dropped off a little bit, I guess, as a country. I mean, as the sport grows, other countries are just getting so strong and like. So
one thing that's so cool, I was talking about this in Edmonton, like this after Jazz's fight, we were in the hotel room watching. We just put the Sportsnet on TV, and I just remember as a kid laying on my couch watching Sportsnet, and I watched like 7 in the morning, I'm watching the basketball highlights and then the hockey highlights and the football highlights. Well, now kids are on TV. If you're sitting down watching Sportsnet, you're watching the UFC highlights from the night before. Like it's like so mainstream now.
Surreal.
Like
almost.
The sport has grown so much, and I say this to all the young up and comers. Like it's such a great time to get into the sport now. Like your opportunities are so much more now than it was before.
Definitely. And so many like great gyms popping up and stuff, and then working together. I mean, we talk about it a lot, but like the dynamic that we have with Aegis, BTC, House of Champions.
We always try to say like our goals are fighting in the big shows, and for that you got to be like more Team Ontario. Where we need training partners. We all need to help and grow together to get to those big stages and compete against Dagestan. These seriously are some monsters,
and that's what those countries do. Like I speaking specifically to wrestling, but like what I noticed a big thing from like the difference between Canada and like some of these other countries, including the States, Russia, everywhere, all their best guys are working together. They're all working together, and I feel like in Canada we've kind of adopted this like this way of being individual and all. We're in competition with our next door neighbors and stuff, but that's not how it is overseas and in the States, especially. Like their number 1 through 5 guys are in the same room training with each other, and a lot of times.
Well, I remember you talking about wrestling all the time. You guys, you're as a Brock team from Brock Wrestling, you guys would just travel to train. You guys would go to Korea, and Koreans would come to you. You guys would go to this country and this country just to get experience and grow and see what's working, what's not working. It's the same with. Take that same approach with MMA.
And we have some kids that have trained in this room, and maybe not full time, but they've been in the room, and there's guys that have been in the room at the same time who end up fighting down the line and stuff. And I don't think it's the end of the world, especially in the amateur circuit, like for these guys to get experience instead of trying to segregate and I not fighting this guy because I was in the same room as him one time. Like we're kind of getting away from that a little bit and just being like, it's about experience. And that's what this whole show is about. It's about these guys getting experience and giving them the platform for a night to feel.
That's what we're trying to do here.
What it's like. And a lot of times by the time they get to these big shows like the UFC, Bellator, PFL, now they're making money, and now people want to support them at that level. But it's like right now is when people need the support.
That's what we're pushing for. Like watch the like up and coming prospects, the rising stars. Like you're gonna see some, like Jazz was an amateur not that long ago. I remember we just talked about going to FCP in Rochester, New York. Mm-hmm. Like this is the start of a lot of like.
There might be the next Jasmine.
Honestly, it is like this is where it starts for everyone.
Yeah, no,
everyone started as an amateur, so
it excites me so much to have kids like, single him out a little bit here, but Elias, he moved here from Vancouver. He's going to be on the show, and he just lives he lives the same life as a lot of these pros, like the Jazz, the Don, the Romeros, all these guys that are all in. He's living that life, but without getting paid. That's the big difference. He's not getting paid.
But it shows your will. It shows how much you want it.
For sure.
Definitely makes us excited about that.
Yeah. So our time to recognize some of these young bucks.
Yeah. It's another reason why we want to put the show on. We want to help give them a spotlight to showcase.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I think like we got some tickets now. So we just got tickets in. So we have general admission, VIP, and then we have tables, front row tables and regular tables. So hopefully
if you guys are looking to get tickets, you guys can stop by the gym at Niagara Top Team. You come to the front desk, you guys can get tickets. We also have them online. You can purchase them online. The links on our social media. Yeah, it's on our social media.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
More fights to match up.
Yeah, we got a bunch of names. We're just trying to get our these guys matched up, and we'll start advertising them one by one.
Yes, sir. For matching fights, we have kind of like a spreadsheet of names, people that have submitted their names or coaches that have submitted their athletes' names. And it's basically just matching up, what we would think would be good fights and fair fights. So guys with similar records and similar experience with one another. And that's pretty much it. And then obviously like the coaches from both parties will be agreeing on the fights, but we're just trying to put on the best fights possible. And obviously there's some amateurs that this might be their first fight. We have a couple guys, this is their first time getting in there. So we're not trying to match them up against someone who's been doing this for years and years and years, isn't on the cusp of making it professional. So trying to make good, fair fights and put on good fights for the fans. We got a couple really good fights, I think, that are gonna.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some. There's a couple for that are gonna steal the show. I think.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
And then another thing is we're doing this show in honor of Ashley Nichols. So obviously near and dear to us. She passed, it's coming up on a year, I guess.
Coming close
to a year. So we're gonna have a little video for her and just kind of in honor of her, and she kind of embodies everything that we try to represent and try to be here at the gym. And so that's that'll be hopefully special, and have some of her community down, and we'll try to make it nice, but in honor of Ashley Nichols.
100%.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think I nailed pretty much most of it. I'm sure we'll think of 100 things right after this is done.
Yeah. Well, we could talk about the Christmas party.
For the gym?
Christmas party's coming up.
Oh yeah, we're here, right?
We might as well chop up a little Christmas party the following weekend.
We said
I think it's the 20th.
It's on my calendar.
6 days after. It's on a Friday.
The epic Niagara Top Team Christmas party.
Almost forgot about that. We got to plan that too.
We're going December 20th. Friday, December 20th at our gym. The Christmas party for all the members. We do this every year. It's fun. We lift half the mats up. We get tables and chairs. We order a bunch of food from Antipasto's, the best Italian place around.
Let's go.
We have like an award ceremony. We're giving out awards to all of our programs, to all the, just spotlighting some of the members. For the kids, we got a bunch of half the mats are down. The kids are running around, getting crazy. We got Kevin Popowick in the house. Can we play some games with the kids? We usually rent the bouncy castle. We'll do that again. Bouncy castle's always a hit in the gym.
Yeah, it's fun. We tear up the mats and put a bunch of tables down and stuff and make a whole night of it.
Yeah.
I think last year we did like a little year-end video. Maybe I'll talk to the man.
Right. Yeah, we did do that.
The man Goisy and see if he can chop something up for us. Or Taylor. Now that Taylor's on the team.
Oh.
The powerful Taylor.
The Halloween parties and Christmas parties are always a big hit, and we're always trying to make it better every year. We're trying to make it a little bit more funner, a little bit better. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Was Santa Claus in the house last time? Did we have Santa?
I just
You were Santa.
Yeah,
Santa.
I
Don't tell. Earmuffs.
Santa was here.
Santa was here. Yeah, cool. Time to hang out with the team. So that's December 21st. December 20th, sorry.
December 20th. Friday, December 20th.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always talk about building like a big thing we want to do with our team is build this tight knit team. We always preach about it.
Mm-hmm.
And just like I think this is just massive.
Yeah.
For the team. So it's kind of fun too.
Yeah. We talk a lot. We talk a lot about like values, like what are our values here at the gym, and being a team player and community are very much high up on the list. So that's our time to, I guess, celebrate a little bit.
Sure.
Let our hair down for a second, because come January we're back at it.
Yeah, it doesn't end.
You think it ends because we got fights booked, and you're like,
something
oh,
new pops up.
and then January. Oh, look, January's kind of open for us. We got a couple weekends off, but by the time December comes and we carry on, not very often you get us two together talking.
Anything for any other events coming up?
The quintet. Let's talk about the quintet real quick.
Yeah.
Quintet.
Yeah, we're thinking of some of the ways to help build this our jiu-jitsu program and have some fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about just within our team, we're gonna have what's the date? I think the end of November. Last week of November, Tuesday and Thursday, we're trying to build 4 teams out. We're gonna have our blue belts as captains.
Nice.
And then we're gonna just fill it with white belts on each team. And we're gonna have like a quintet tournament. So quintets are just kind of like 2 teams of 5 and they battle it out. The winner stays in. Next person goes in. The winner stays in. We just see which team gets knocked out first.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna have 4 teams, and then we build our way to like a championship, and it'll just be fun. Something fun. Yeah, I think even doing it inside the cage will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And have the whole gym around, just cheering everyone on. Yeah. We get a championship belt, and then we'll maybe they can defend it.
Quintets are sweet. I guess I did 2 of them back with the Parabellum quintets, man. It's so much fun. It brings that like team camaraderie and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
your whole team cheering you on, like pressure's on.
Yeah. It's wild, man. Like winter goes on, and then you have a match, and then right away you're going into another match.
Through a 5-minute war, and you catch the guy in the end.
Yeah,
you're exhausted, and some fresh guys in.
Yeah, and there's like strategy where you want to place your team. Obviously, different sizes will be competing in this. I think we have like a maximum weight, so you got to kind of strategically put your team together and you scrap.
That's cool.
Yeah, I just think of like doing it in the cage, Rochester, New York, but where the wrestling was taking place in the cage.
We went to. It was in New York. We went with Clay.
Yeah.
Went down with Clay through a snowstorm.
Yeah.
It was cage wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Again, this is one of the reasons why we came up with this for our MMA event coming up. Because we went to a show in New York. It was wrestlers, like young kids wrestling, and they wrestled inside the cage. Yeah. With walk-up music and everything built, like a pre-show before the MMA event. Yeah. And we were like, man, that's such a cool idea.
Yeah. Just thinking of how this all come together, we're kind of taking things that we've seen in places and trying to add our own little unique
We've been to
twist.
a lot of amateur shows.
Yeah.
We've been to so many, and everyone runs it differently. And it's just like we kind of just steal a little bit.
We've been stewing on this for a while.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this for a while, and now it's here.
Yeah. So I heard about this, but you guys were talking about, you and Taylor, talking about this coaches challenge we're gonna have.
We're scheming.
What is this?
Taylor talking about doing a coaches challenge.
What's a coaches challenge?
All the coaches that coach here at the gym, we're gonna do like a bracket style.
Let me see if Oh, you wrote some note. That's right. You were showing me something like this.
Yeah. So this is the master plan.
Oh boy.
So like a tournament style. I have the numbered 1 through 16 here. Basically, they're going to compete in various challenges. There might be some UFC trivia. It might be playing a game of horse, basketball. Could be chess.
Okay.
Could be
different games.
Yeah.
UFC, PS4?
UFC, PS4, ping pong, flippy cut, whatever the game may be. They're
going to kind of like the Ultimate Fighter when the coaches have the challenges.
Coaches challenge,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they compete against each other and then they move on. So
I'm in this. I'm a coach.
We're all in this.
So I'm going to win.
We're all in this.
You know, I'm a competitor.
So it'll be fun, and we're going to videotape it. It's all going to be on YouTube.
That's right. So we're going to film it and make it into like little episodes.
Yeah.
This will be like a YouTube channel thing. Kind of like reminds me of like Mr. Beast doing some cool stuff.
Trying to do something fun.
Yeah.
And obviously, as coaches, I don't compete anymore. You don't compete anymore, but we got a little competition in this. But you're a competitor. That never leaves. So I'm sure this will get intense. I can just imagine how intense this will get. Yeah. So something fun that we're gonna do. We'll get started. I think we're talking about starting filming next week. So that's something else to look forward to. Coach's challenge, and winner gets 1 month off paid. No. Recognition.
That's cool. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah. Exciting times.
Yeah.
Now it's time to get back to work.
This is all we do. We even when there's not fights coming on, I remember I feel like on weekends, we finally get weekends off and I'm calling Prickett at 9 o'clock at night. Next thing you know, we're chatting for an hour and a half just about MMA, just about fights and upcoming fights and possibilities and what can we do better. And yeah, we're super passionate about it. Something we've been in combat sports our whole life since we were kids, both of us. We got this opportunity right now. We got this gym, it's booming, and we just want to take full advantage of it. We're in a spot where we can really grow the sport, especially in Niagara, where we're from. And yeah, we're proud of it too.
I think like for me, like from a personal experience, I can only speak on my life experience, but like, you know, wrestling saved my life. I just think of like, I was kind of a little bit of a troubled youth, you could say. And I got into wrestling and my grades changed, my attitude changed. I had something that, you know, I looked forward to and something that I found I was passionate about. So just to give that to other people, it's actually a very rewarding thing and not something I imagined when we started opening a gym. It's about getting people to the highest level and eventually hopefully produce a world champion one day. And that still is a very, very big goal of ours. And it's a very big focus of ours.
It's not everything.
But it's not everything. Yeah, it's not everything. And now I'm into my 40s now. You start seeing things a little different. And to see like our kids programs booming. I'm running the kids wrestling on Fridays. It's so fun. It's fun to do. I love coaching and to know that there's some kids that if we didn't have this availability to do martial arts, they might not ever find martial arts. So this is, it's very special to us.
Like I know some kids that do martial arts and they quit after a week or something like that. So it's like important to me to spark that fire and make them like, I see a new kid in the gym on the mats. I'm like, oh, this is my opportunity to make them fall in love with what I love. How do I make someone love what I love? And I just push my passion on to everyone and express it. Yeah.